CDL Practice Test, Texas, Combination Vehicles, Part 6. Question number 128. What are trailer air tanks used for? A. To keep oil and water out of the service and emergency airlines. B. To indicate how much air pressure is used on the trailer brakes. C. To add more air to tires. D. To supply air pressure to the trailer brakes. The correct answer is here, D. To supply air pressure to the trailer brakes. Explanation. Trailer air tanks are used to supply air pressure to trailer brakes through relay valves. Question number 129. The tractor protection valve is designed to close automatically when the air pressure falls into the pressure range specified by the manufacturer, typically A. 75 to 100 C, B. 50 to 75 C, C. 20 to 45 C. The correct answer is here, C. 20 to 45 C. Explanation. The tractor protection valve keeps air in the tractor or truck brake system should the trailer break away or develop a bad leak. The tractor protection valve is designed to close automatically when the air pressure falls into the range specified by the manufacturer, typically 20-45 C. Question number 130. You supply air to the trailer tanks by A. Pulling out the trailer air supply control. B. Connecting the service line glad hand. C. Pushing in the trailer air supply control. The correct answer is here, C. Pushing in the trailer air supply control. Explanation. On newer vehicles, the trailer air supply control is an 8-sided red knob on the dashboard of the tractor. The knob may be labeled pull to exhaust, push to supply or something similar. When you push the knob in, air will flow through the trailer's emergency air lines to charge the trailer air brake system. Question number 131. Before you back under a trailer, make sure that A. The air brakes are off. B. The air supply knob is in. C. The trailer brakes are locked. The correct answer is here, C. The trailer brakes are locked. Explanation. During coupling, before backing under the trailer, set the trailer air supply control to shut off the air and lock the trailer brakes. On newer vehicles, this control is an 8-sided red knob. You pull it out to shut off the air. Question number 132. How do you tell if your trailer's ABS system is working normally? A. The indicator light will go on and remain on. B. The indicator light will go on until the trailer air tank is pressurized to 45 C or more. C. The indicator light will go on while the parking brake is set. D. The indicator light will flash several times, then go out. The correct answer is here, D. The indicator light will flash several times, then go out. Explanation. If your trailer, or converter dolly, is equipped with ABS, there will be an ABS indicator light on the left rear corner of the trailer. This indicator will be yellow and labeled ABS, rarely, the indicator light is found on the nose of the trailer. This ABS indicator light can be seen in the driver's side mirror. This indicator will flash several times when the system is started. This indicator light will then switch off. If the ABS system is running normally, if the ABS indicator light continues to flash, or remains constantly on, there is a problem with your ABS system. Contact a mechanic. Question number 133. What is a tractor jackknife? A. When you lock up the drive tires on the trailer and the trailer spins out sideways as the tractor continues to push behind. B. When you lock up the drive tires on the tractor and the tractor spins out sideways as the trailer continues to push forward. C. Neither of the above. The correct answer is here, B. When you lock up the drive tires on the tractor and the tractor spins out sideways as the trailer continues to push forward. Explanation. A jackknife is usually the result of a drive wheel skid. The tractor's rear drive wheels lock, and the trailer starts to push the tractor sideways. Question number 134. What is the emergency airline? A. Airlines that control the emergency brakes of the tractor. B. Airlines connecting the parking brake to the trailer brakes. C. Airlines that control the emergency brakes on combination vehicles. The correct answer is here, C. Airlines that control the emergency brakes on combination vehicles. Explanation. The emergency airline is often colored red. It supplies air to the trailer air tanks and controls the trailer's emergency brakes. Question number 135. Which wheels will off track the most when making a wide turn with two trailers attached? A. The ones closest to the truck. B. The front wheels of the last trailer. C. The back wheels of the first trailer. D. The back wheels of the last trailer. The correct answer is here, D. The back wheels of the last trailer. Explanation. Off-tracking, or cheating, makes the path of the trailer much wider than the path of the actual truck. The back wheels of the last trailer will off-track the most. It's important to steer the front end wide enough around corners so that the rear doesn't go over the curb. Question number 136. After you lock the kingpin into the fifth wheel, you should check the connection by pulling A. the tractor ahead sharply to release the trailer brakes. B. forward 50 feet, then turning right, and then left. C. the tractor ahead gently with the trailer brakes locked. The correct answer is here, C. the tractor ahead gently with the trailer brakes locked. Explanation. After you've backed under the trailer and locked the kingpin into the fifth wheel, raise the landing gear slightly, then with the trailer brakes still locked, gently pull the tractor forward to check that the trailer is locked onto the tractor. Question number 137. How much space should there be between the upper and lower fifth wheel after coupling? A. None. B. About 1/4 inch. C. Just enough to see light through it. The correct answer is here, A. None. Explanation. If there is space between the lower and upper fifth wheel after you have finished coupling, something is wrong. Perhaps the kingpin is on top of the closed fifth wheel jaws, which could result in the trailer coming loose. Don't start to drive until you have identified and fixed the problem. Question number 138. What test do the following steps describe? Charge the trailer brake system. Turn off the engine. Alternate stepping on and off the brake pedal to reduce the air pressure in the tractor air tanks. A. Testing trailer emergency brakes. B. Checking the fifth wheel. C. Testing trailer service brakes. D. Testing the tractor protection valve. The correct answer's here. D. Testing the tractor protection valve. Explanation. The steps listed describe the test for the tractor protection valve. Question number 139. What should you do to prevent the crack the whip effect? A. Stay close to the rear of the car in front of you so you can make sure your driving is smooth. 2. Avoid hitting the car in front. B. Change lanes quickly to avoid the crack the whip effect. C. Drive fast so that you have no chance of causing a crack the whip effect. D. Steer gently and smoothly when pulling trailers. The correct answer's here. D. Steer gently and smoothly when pulling trailers. Explanation. As the crack the whip effect is unique to combination vehicles, you will have better control of the truck and any attached trailers when you steer gently and smoothly. Sudden turns, lane changes, etc. can cause the crack the whip effect and cause your trailers to turn over. Question number 140. Almost half of all truck driver deaths are the result of A. Speed. B. Following too closely. C. Rollovers. The correct answer's here. C. Rollovers. Explanation. More than half of truck driver deaths and crashes are the result of truck rollovers. A full load increases the weight on the truck, making a jackknife less likely, but a full load also raises the truck's center of gravity, making a rollover more likely. Furthermore, many of America's expressways are old, with curved exit ramps that don't have the banking needed for today's combination vehicles. Question number 141. You should not use the trailer handbrake to straighten out a jackknifing trailer, because A. The brakes on the trailer wheels cause the skid in the first place. B. The brake handle is too hard to reach. C. The brakes on the trailer wheels will not respond to the handbrake. The correct answer's here. A. The brakes on the trailer wheels cause the skid in the first place. Explanation. The trailer hand valve, also known as a trolley valve or Johnson bar, controls only the trailer brakes, not the tractor brakes. If you're already jackknifing because the trailer wheel's locked up, applying the trailer brakes with the hand valve can make it even worse. Instead, stop braking. The rear wheels will start to roll again and you can steer to correct the skid. Question number 142. When testing a combination of two vehicles for air leakage rate, the air pressure should not drop more than C in 1 minute. A. 2. B. 4. C. 5. D. 3. The correct answer's here. D. 3. Explanation. To test your air brakes for the leakage rate, shut off the engine and release the brakes. Allow the system to settle as you time for 1 minute. If you have a combination of two vehicles, the air pressure should not drop more than 3 cm at minute. Question number 143. You should use chocks when parking a trailer without spring brakes because A. You don't want the trailer rolling down a hill. B. Some states require chocking of trailer wheels. C. If the air supply leaks away, there will be no brakes. The correct answer is here, C. If the air supply leaks away, there will be no brakes. Explanation. If the trailer lacks spring brakes, make sure you chock the wheels whenever you park. If air pressure leaks away, the trailer's brakes will fail. Without chocks, the trailer could roll away. Question number 144. What are the colors of the service and emergency airlines? A. The service line is red, and the emergency line is blue. B. The service line is yellow, and the emergency line is red. C. The service line is blue, and the emergency line is green. D. The service line is blue, and the emergency line is red. The correct answer is here, D. The service line is blue, and the emergency line is red. Explanation. To distinguish them, the service and emergency airlines are of different colors. The service line is blue, the emergency line is red. Question number 145. If you do not do the final air brake check for air leaks and fix them before driving, A. Your fuel usage will increase. B. Tire pressure will drop. C. You could lose your brakes while driving. The correct answer is here, C. You could lose your brakes while driving. Explanation. On a combination vehicle, the brakes on the tractor and all trailers must work properly. If your combination vehicle is equipped with air brakes, check that air flows to all trailers and test both the trailer service brakes and the trailer emergency brakes. Question number 146. Which of these statements is true? A. Bobtail tractors can take longer to stop than a combination vehicle loaded to the maximum gross weight. B. Always delay braking a heavy vehicle until you have no other choice. C. Light vehicles need more braking power to stop than heavy ones. The correct answer is here, A. Bobtail tractors can take longer to stop than a combination vehicle loaded to the maximum gross weight. Explanation. When a combination vehicle is empty or lightly loaded, its braking distance increases. The very stiff suspension springs and strong brakes give poor traction and make it very easy to lock the wheels. Likewise, bobtail tractors, tractors without semi-trailers, can take longer to stop than a fully loaded tractor trailer. Be very careful when driving a bobtail tractor. Question number 147. When coupling a tractor semi-trailer, to test the trailer air brakes, you should place the tractor protection valve control in what position? A. Down. B. Up. C. Normal. The correct answer is here, C. Normal. Explanation. To test the trailer air brake system, first charge it with air, push in the red trailer air supply knob, or place the tractor protection valve control in the normal position. Wait until the air pressure reaches normal before you start your tests. Question number 148. Which of these types of vehicle is harder to control while stopping? A. Larger vehicles with no trailers. B. Larger combination vehicles with loaded trailers. C. None of these. Motorized vehicles all stop at the same rates. D. Larger combination vehicles that have no cargo in the trailers. The correct answer here. D. Larger combination vehicles that have no cargo in the trailers. Explanation. When a truck is empty, the stiff suspension and strong brakes, combined with limited traction, can cause the rear wheels of a trailer to lock up. This can cause it to skid or swing out and hit other vehicles. Question number 149. Trucks roll over more easily when fully loaded and are A. 2 times more likely to roll over in a crash than empty rigs. B. 10 times more likely to roll over in a crash than empty rigs. C. 5 times more likely to roll over in a crash than empty rigs. The correct answer here. B. 10 times more likely to roll over in a crash than empty rigs. Explanation. When you stack cargo high in a trailer, you raise its center of gravity, which makes the trailer more prone to rolling over. A fully loaded tractor trailer is 10 times more likely to roll over in a crash than an empty one. Question number 150. What happens if the trailer height is too great? A. It doesn't matter if the trailer is too high. B. The spring brakes will not work properly. C. The tractor may strike and damage the trailer's nose. D. The trailer may not couple correctly. The correct answer here. D. The trailer may not couple correctly. Explanation. If the trailer height for coupling tractor semi-trailers is too high, then the trailer may not couple correctly. Question number 151. The air leakage rate for a combination vehicle, engine off, brakes on, should not be more than C per minute. A. 2. B. 3. C. 4. The correct answer here. C. 4. Explanation. With a fully charged air system, turn off the engine, release the parking brake, and time the air pressure drop. The loss rate should be less than 3 C in 1 minute for combination vehicles, adding 1 second if the brakes are applied. Question number 152. Here are 2 things that a driver can do to prevent a rollover. Keep the cargo as close to the ground as possible, and A. Go slowly around turns. B. Keep the fifth wheels free play as tight as possible. C. Make sure that the brakes are properly adjusted. The correct answer here. A. Go slowly around turns. Explanation. Because of rearward amplification, a trailer is more likely to roll over than a tractor, and if you're pulling doubles or triples, the rearmost, last, trailer is even more likely to roll over. To reduce the risk of trailer rollover, steer gently and smoothly, especially if you're pulling a double or triple. Slow down before entering a curve or turn.